Rudy Gobert Bourgarel is a French basketball player playing in the NBA and a member of the French national team. He is one of the best European players in the NBA currently. Gobert has won the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award 3 times, tied for second most in the NBA history, and in 2019 he managed to break the single-season record for dunks. He is a great player, and today's video will be taking a look at 10 secrets Rudy Gobert doesn't want NBA fans to know about. Let's get right to it. Number 10. He got roasted by Shaquille O'Neal. Utah Jazz big man Rudy Gobert is an all-star, an all-NBA second-teamer, and a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. But that doesn't impress Los Angeles Lakers legend Shaquille O'Neal. During an appearance on the All Things Covered podcast, Shaq joked about Gobert's recent mega extension. In December, Gobert agreed to a 5-year extension worth $205 million, the biggest deal for a center in NBA history. Gobert could make $46 million in the 2025 to 2026 NBA season, nearly $20 million more than Shaq made in 2004 to 2005, the most lucrative year of his career salary-wise. According to Shaq, Gobert's deal should be an inspiration to players who aren't scorers. I'm not gonna hate, but this should be an inspiration to all the little kids out there. You average 11 points in the NBA, you can get $200 million. Shaq says he's not gonna hate, but he followed up those comments by calling out Gobert in an Instagram post, claiming he would have destroyed Gobert in a hypothetical matchup. I would have had 45 points, 16 rebounds, 10 missed free throws in 3 quarters. He would have had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and fouled out in 3 quarters. I'm a G. Gobert responded casually, and he said that he doesn't have a problem with Shaquille. There is no beef. If people want to keep speaking negatively about me or keep discrediting what I do, it's on them. And all that does is show who they are. And I will be always happy for a brother beating the odds. And I'm gonna keep beating the odds. We'll never know if Shaquille could truly beat Gobert, as he retired 10 years ago, although it's not really hard to imagine, but one thing is for sure, Shaquille was extremely salty when he said this. Number 9. He is the long arm of the law. The NBA Draft Combine has been taking stock of draft prospect measurables since 2000. Gobert set a new record in 2013-14 when his wingspan clocked in at 7 feet and 8.5 inches to set a Draft Combine record. That mark stood until the 2019 Draft Combine, when future Orlando Magic big man Mo Bamba broke it with a 7-foot 10-inch wingspan. Number 8. His nickname. Gobert is known for his ability to block shots, yes, but he might also be better known for his nickname the Stifle Tower, that he earned just a few weeks into his NBA career. The moniker was first coined by Joni Ganesi of the Deseret News in July 2013, roughly 2 weeks after he was drafted. Although he wasn't initially a fan of the nickname, per a Rolling Stone interview in 2014, a year later he had warmed up to it. I like Stifle Tower. I like Gobzilla. There's a lot of nicknames that are pretty cool. Gobert told the NBA.com in 2015. Number 7. Family ties to NBA. Rudy Gobert's father, Rudy Bourgarel, played at Marist College from 1985 to 1988. Bourgarel's teammate there was Rick Smits, the future number 2 overall pick of the 1988 draft, who spent his entire 12-season career with the Indiana Pacers. The 7-foot Bourgarel emerged as a starter in 1987 to 88, averaging 10.7 points, 6.8 rebounds, and a 1.5 block alongside Smits. However, Bourgarel never was drafted and eventually ended up playing a decade of professional basketball in Europe. Gobert said his father, who had a brief cameo in the movie Coming to America, never pressured him to play basketball. When I started, my father just told me, don't play basketball because I play basketball. Just do what you want. When I was young, he just told me to have fun, Gobert told the Salt Lake Tribune. Number 6. He got a place in the NBA history for the wrong reason, COVID-19. Gobert was the first NBA player to test positive for COVID-19, which took place on March 11 before the Jazz vs. Thunder game. His Jazz teammate Donovan Mitchell tested positive a day later. Gobert recovered from the virus, although he did experience some loss of his sense of smell, and took some flack inside the locker room and outside of it because some inaccurately felt he caused the season hiatus. He showed remorse for his actions, donating $200,000 to help those who worked part-time at Jazz games, who lost income because of canceled games. He also gave $310,000 to families in Utah, Oklahoma City, and France. Really not a thing to be proud of when talking about your place in the NBA history. Number 5. Malone, Eaton, and Gobert. Jazz fans revere former MVP winner and Hall of Famer Karl Malone for his standout performances in 18 seasons with Utah. Former center Mark Eaton has his number 53 retired and won 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards in Salt Lake City. Gobert hasn't amassed all those accolades yet, but he has something in common with both players. In the 2017-18 season, Gobert made the All-Defensive First Team, becoming the third Jazz player behind Malone 1997-98-99 and Eaton 85-86-89 to earn multiple All-Defensive Team recognitions in their Utah careers. Number 4. He is an extremely marketable player. The H-E-B grocery store chain in Texas is well known for incorporating players from the San Antonio Spurs into their commercials. The Jazz have done likewise with Vivint Smart Home, the title sponsor of Utah's stadium, Vivint Smart Home Arena, and Gobert has been a breakout star in some of those ads. So far, he's been cloned, he's impersonated Donovan Mitchell, learned he's not the only one great at defense, and showed off his voice talents. Number 3. He loves boxing. Gobert has a standing reach of 9 feet 9 inches, which would make him a pretty intimidating guy to face in the boxing ring. Ironically enough, Gobert has been a fan of boxing for most of his life and made headlines in 2018 when he posted a video on social media of him going through a boxing workout to train for the season. As he worked out to prepare for the season restart in 2020, Gobert used boxing to help get himself up to speed after suffering coronavirus. I was boxing before I started basketball, and then when I really started to focus on basketball, I got away from boxing for a long time. But for the last 3 or 4 years, I've got back on track and got better every summer, Gobert told the Deseret News in 2018. Number 2. Bottom pick, top player. Eric Green was the number 46 pick in the 2013 draft. Enes Kanter went number 3 in the 2011 draft. Both played a key role in Gobert's rise to stardom. The Utah Jazz dealt Green on draft night 2013 to the Denver Nuggets rights to Gobert, number 27, 2013. As for Kanter, his time as the Jazz's top center prospect was on the clock shortly after Gobert came aboard. By the 2014-15 season, Gobert's second in the NBA. The Jazz were at their best on defense with Gobert on the court. Utah dealt Kanter to the Oklahoma City Thunder on February 19, 2015 to free up more minutes for Gobert. Save for finishing 13th in 2019-20, Utah has never ranked worse than 7th in defensive rating in a season since making the Kanter trade. Number 1. Legendary Company. In the 2018-19 season, Gobert took home his second consecutive Kia Defensive Player of the Year award. Doing so put him on the list with a select group of players who won 2 or more consecutive DPOYs in their career. There are Hall of Famers Sidney Moncrief 1982-84, Michael Jordan 1986-88, Dennis Rodman 1989-91, Hakeem Olajuwon 1992-94, Dikembe Mutombo 1996-98, Alonzo Mourning 1999-2000. In that mix, one likely future Hall of Famer Ben Wallace 2001-03 and 04-06, as well as Gobert's contemporaries Kawhi Leonard 2014-16 and Dwight Howard 2008-11. Gobert earned his third DPOY award for the 2020-21 season. Gobert is a good player, and he is, as I've already said, one of the greatest European players in the NBA. He'll continue to give his best, and I personally believe that there is a bright future in front of him. I wish him all the luck. Anyway, what do you think about the matter, and about Gobert in general? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and ring that notification bell for further updates. Until next time.